I've had absolutely girls come to me and say, yeah, I was dating so-and-so. And I'm like, no, you weren't. Yeah. I literally know this dude's girl. Like, I know him. There's a thing called Dunbar's numbers, an archaeologist. And basically, he came up with this idea that tribes would be about 150 people. Once they got to 200, they would split into two tribes of 100. You'll find the same thing with military units. Your brain can really only handle about 150 faces. After that, you remember these people you went to high school with, but you don't exactly remember their face.
Right.
But if you saw them again, then they would pop in and another person would pop out of your Dunbar number. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
So now I get on Instagram, and now my Dunbar's number is because I see every hot girl who's airbrushed and looks perfect on there. And then as a woman, I'm not saying you specifically, but as a woman, every dude on there has a Lambo 6-pack abs and is 6'3". Every dude on there makes a minimum of $500K. And so you start believing that's what the world is.
Right.
And so now we get delusional expectations. Whereas my Dunbar's number was a realistic expectation of who I could date within my 150 person community.
Right.
Now I'm looking at the world. And now everyone thinks they can date Leonardo DiCaprio. And I'm sure you've heard the stories. Leonardo DiCaprio, like, he'll have a guy like sneak into girls' DMs, and he's just like fucking girls with his headphones on, like not paying any attention to them.
Wait, what? No, dude, I have not heard the stories.
When you get back to LA, ask people about these stories.
What happened?
Leo, he like just runs through all these chicks. He like ends up banging all these girls, right? And he does this thing where he'll have headphones on while he's having sex with her, like listening to music or whatever. And he does this over and over again. I don't know. Someone else finds the girls for him. I don't know.
So somebody's like is like scouting women for him?
I know some promoters who've actually done it for him. Yeah, he just doesn't give a fuck with the girls.
So he just where he listens to music and has sex with them at the same time.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck with the girls. He's just trying to have sex.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably super jaded. I mean, but here's the thing. Why, you know the whole thing about women under 25 dating Leonardo DiCaprio, and then he breaks up with them.
I heard about that. Yeah, I've seen that on TikTok.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, why do the girls keep dating him? Stop dating him. Stop dating him then.
I mean, they're going to keep going. He's Leonardo DiCaprio.
You understand that, right?
I understand that.
They just stop dating him. But they don't stop dating him. And then the women are like, I'm so mad at you, Leo. And I'm like, no, the girls. Stop dating them.
That's so sad. When I was growing up, I had a crush on him. But, you know, like when you see things on TikTok and online and stuff, you go, this is a different person than who I saw on Titanic.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Now. I mean, that's why he's such a great actor, is because he could put that whole thing on. I've heard the same thing about Drake. Like Drake will, like, there's rumors. Again, these are rumors. I don't know if they're true. I've just heard from multiple people allegedly that these things are the case. Like, these guys just don't care. They really just fuck girls and they kick them out, right? Yeah. That's the way it works. When you see this kind of behavior and you just come to the realization, you're like, well, these men are doing this and women are still like going on and doing it. What happens is, I've seen this happen so many times, and maybe you've had some friends have this happen to you. They sleep with a big DJ or an athlete or an actor, and they start believing that is their baseline for who they're going to date.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You've seen this?
Yeah.
And what happens is now they have this unrealistic expectation because they don't realize that there's one of him and there's millions of these girls.
Of you, yeah.
And they start thinking, I've had absolutely girls come to me and say, yeah, I was dating so-and-so. And I'm like, no, you weren't. Yeah. I literally know this dude's girl. Like, I know him. I was at his house with his girlfriend. You are not dating him.
Yeah.
You get to fuck him every once in a while when he's not busy. And the problem is, here's what happens. The next guy who comes along has to live to that standard. And she's in this relationship with this new guy. And then, like, superstar guy calls her and she's up here. You see what I'm saying?
Because she's just like,
because her dopamine and oxytocin settings are so auto-kilter now that she can't get that same oxytocin hit because she fucked Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So the whole, not a hoe. No, it's what happens is, for men, we don't imprint. We just, like, if a woman is famous and hot or not famous and hot, we still think she's hot. For women, because status plays such a huge part in it, a lot of times they'll get to the point where they've imprinted with so many men, they can't imprint with the man that they're supposed to be with. And then as soon as something goes wrong, they're out. And 78% of divorces are initiated by women.